fighters touch gloves and we are underway. It's Тухугов in the white trunks and Douglas Silva de Andrade in the black. Silva de Andrade usually starts as a counterpuncher, but if he sees an opening, gets that timing, he'll start throwing combinations and punches.
Well, right off the bat, you could see Silva de Andrade just looks a little stiff out there, trying to get his bearings here in this first round. Тухугов looks nice and relaxed. Both these guys, of course, making their UFC debut here.
Spinning attack, part of the game of Тухугов. We're seeing it early tonight. How about the crowd reacting to the first leg kick of the night?
Yeah, and that was a very heavy leg kick to the outside of the left leg of Тухугov here.
The leg kick is there early for Silva de Andrade. Very upright, Kenny, as you mentioned.
Yes, he's finding his range with that kick. Looked like he was going to fake with a lead left kick there, but decided not to.
Тухугov sees an opportunity and able to get Silva de Andrade to the canvas. Now he's back up, so a little flurry there for the Chechen.
Nice little taste there of what Тухугov can do. Very good with his wrestling, as we mentioned, and brute on the inside. Throws some very tight, crisp combinations when he gets on the inside, and that's where Silva de Andrade really needs to be careful, and he's trying to keep him on the outside with those kicks.
Midway through our opening round here between a pair of UFC newcomers. Oh! Huge spinning back fist there for Тухугov, partially blocked by Silva.
Yeah, beautiful spinning attack, very fast with it. Nice variety there from Тухугov. But Andrade Silva, very good with, Silva de Andrade, sorry, very good with his hands, keeping them nice and high. That's what saved him there. Gonna have to watch those spinning attacks though.
Тухуgov starting to gain confidence here. Had to make some adjustments after Thiago Tavares.
Nice counter right hand from Silva de Andrade, but and another from Тухуgov there. That
and Silva de Andrade has been opened up here pretty good. Looks like maybe a cut above the eyebrow and also bleeding out of the nose. So Тухуgov finding the range here in round one.
And it looks like it was that left hook you were talking about earlier, John, that he's very well known for.
And it looks like the doctor's going to come in and take a look at that cut. So some early adversity for the unbeaten Douglas Silva de Andrade.
Beautiful counter left hook there. Caught him right on the forehead. That cut doesn't seem to be a problem, not going into his eyes at this point. Nice left hook from Silva de Andrade there.
Тухуgov again trying to land the spinning attack. Trying to feint his way inside, takedown attempt there, and it is there for Тухуgov.
Beautiful power double there.
That is his takedown of choice. Under 30 seconds to go now in our opening round.
Тухugov with a nice set of elbows there now with some heavy ground and pound from the open guard of Silva de Andrade.
And a great combination there. Silva de Andrade a little wobbly here towards the end of round one.
Yeah, he got hurt off of that break. That combination from Tuhugov really hurt him there.
And now that cut is a factor.
Yes, it is.
Round should be done here. There's the horn.
Onde é que ele tá? Bora, dois, senta aí. Senta.
Sit down.
Mão, bota o pé. Levanta mais a guarda.
You got to keep your hands up.
Levanta mais a guarda.
You got to keep them up, please.
Bora terminar as combinações. Como é que tá o gás?
And you got to end your combos. How's your gas?
Como é que tá o gás?
How's your energy?
Bora terminar mais as combinações.
You got to throw your combos.
Tá? Isso, agora.
That's it.
Não foi nada. Não foi nada isso aí.
That's nothing.
O golpe dele, presta atenção. Tem que acreditar no chute na coxa, quando ele olhar, olha pra coxa e mete no golpe.
There's the spinning attack there from Tuhugov. And a beautiful double leg here, blasting right through the legs of Silva de Andrade.
And not much resistance there in terms of the defensive wrestling from Silva de Andrade. So they have stopped the bleeding in that cut, albeit temporarily. We'll see how he handles it in round two. These Tiger Muay Thai guys so conditioned. And Zubairu Tuhugov looking good, as many expected here at his UFC debut.
Yeah, they really have a great dynamic down in Thailand. Nice lead kick to the body there from Tuhugov. Just as Silva de Andrade was throwing a punch there. Stopped him right in his tracks.
The leg kick continues to be there for Silva de Andrade, but the spinning stuff.
It's landed for him, for sure. Beautiful back kick. Been throwing a lot of spinning back fists as well. And there's one from Silva de Andrade. Try to go to the body with that spinning back kick. Nice lead uppercut from.
Yep, sticks and moves there. But he does have a tendency to get less technical as the fight wears on. Drops those hands and the chin.
And we may be seeing a little bit of UFC jitters. He looks very stiff out there. I'm not sure if that's a case of his skills normally, but looks a little stiff, especially with his upper body. He's letting his legs go pretty well, but has been able to really put together combinations. There's one.
And follows it up with a nice knee, but a combination there from Tuhugov. Oh, nice combo there, lands again. Tuhugov landing at a good clip here in round two.
Douglas doing a good job of getting double underhooks, preventing that takedown. Look at that duck under from Tuhugov. And a beautiful escape there from Douglas. Just kind of limp-legged out of that single leg.
Inside leg kick for Silva de Andrade.
His hands are getting very low, though. He's going to have to be careful with that lead left hook from Tuhugov.
And he's breathing heavy as well. Very hot in the building here tonight in Jaraguá do Sul. Tuhugov misses with the spinning attempt there. So the pace has slowed a little bit here as we approach the 2-minute mark in round two.
Tuhugov trying to set up a spinning back fist again. You see, as soon as he starts to get narrow and ducks down, he's going to look to throw it. He's going to look to throw that spinning right back fist. There it is. As soon as you see a fighter start to get very narrow, he's going to try some sort of spinning back attack. And you can see Tuhugov setting that up. And look at this, Silva de Andrade trying to throw one of his own. Beautiful double from behind here. He's able to finish it here from a body lock. Silva de Andrade right back to his feet though. Douglas has done a good job of getting back to his feet. Tuhugov getting a little frustrated there in the grappling range, but he's been landing the better combinations. It's Silva de Andrade who's just kind of looking for that one big shot. Right. Tuhugov, he's onto it.
Under a minute to go now in our middle round. Nice shot there from Silva de Andrade, so Tuhugov bailed on his, and the Brazilian lands. Spinning back fist once again for Tuhugov, but Silva de Andrade is able to block it. Nice body shot from the Brazilian.
We lost the first round. The second was very close. Very close. Relax. Breathe. Let's go, man. I know you got it.
Presta atenção, meu amigo. Objetivo, objetivo. Você perdeu primeiro, olha pra ele, olha pra ele. Você
let's take a look at that duck under the fireman's carry there from Tuhugov.
O que é que tu tem que fazer? Tu tem que
went for the fireman's, looked like he was going for a double, switched to a single. Nice limp leg escape there from Silva de Andrade.
Who would appear to have some work to do in our third and final round, and certainly he was visibly fatigued in between 2 and 3. Camila and Jenny on hand as always here in Brazil. Third and final round between the UFC newcomers Zubairu Tuhugov and Douglas Silva de Andrade. And we'll see what type of urgency we get from Silva de Andrade here early as he tries to remain undefeated in his mixed martial arts career. Oh, nice body kick there from Tuhugov.
Yeah, beautiful little side kick there to knock him off balance just as he was coming forward. That will really make a fighter hesitant. Tuhugov really mixing it up very well so far. Tuhugov's kind of letting him off the hooks. Silva de Andrade is backing straight up against the cage, and Tuhugov can follow that up with a takedown or with some shots on the inside with his boxing, and he's kind of letting Silva de Andrade off the hook there.
Nice body shot there, nice counter by Silva de Andrade, who now is starting to get it going.
Here we go, excellent exchange there on the inside. Silva de Andrade starting to bring it now. Almost landed with a huge kick to the head there against Tuhugov. Silva de Andrade very dangerous from the outside with those kicks, John. And that's what he needs to do when he's throwing those combinations. He's dangerous.
Nothing on that spinning attempt from Tuhugov. Just not a ton in terms of volume from Douglas Silva de Andrade, other than that flurry you just saw. And the output for Tuhugov has really waned in round 3.
Yeah, Silva de Andrade is very tired right now, John. This is where Tuhugov really needs to pressure and try to take the fight to him.
Andrade looks to his corner and eats a shot for doing so.
Ooh, almost a big shot from Silva de Andrade, that left hook. We talked about his countering ability. He almost countered Tuhugov there. That left hook, nice leaping uppercut. It's a dangerous punch, though.
And left himself open for the counter there. Under 2 minutes to go, third and final round. Nice combination there for Tuhugov. And Tuhugov doing a nice job defensively, too, limiting the damage inflicted by Douglas Silva de Andrade.
He is. He's doing a good job of getting off that center line. He's keeping his hands high. Keeping that chin down for the most part. Now trying to switch things up with the wrestling. Nice sprawl from Silva de Andrade.
So the takedown defense has been there over the second half of this fight.
There's a beautiful takedown from Тухугов. And look at this, Silva de Andrade with a beautiful get up here. Scramble to his feet, beautiful. Тухугов looking at the ref there with his hands down. He has to be careful, landed a beautiful left hook on the inside.
Again, that left hand is there for Тухугов. Spinning back fist lands, albeit not completely.
Silva de Andrade landed a nice left hook there on that exchange as well.
Crowd trying to encourage their Brazilian fighter to make a late rally here.
By far the best round for Silva de Andrade, but
Тухугov very well could have had 2 rounds in the books. So the UFC debut in the books for Тухугov and Silva de Andrade. Тухуgov a slight favorite coming in, trying to bounce Douglas Silva de Andrade from the ranks of the unbeaten. You see the former UFC lightweight Roger Huerta there in the corner of Тухуgov.
we saw some nice flurries here in the third round. Beautiful lead left kick from Silva de Andrade. And this is what he needed to do, is put together those combinations. Beautiful duck and takedown there from Тухугов. But look at that scramble from Silva de Andrade. Beautiful get up. Nice exchanges there in that third.
Тухуgov came in riding a 6-fight winning streak. He's looking to extend that to 7. And as we mentioned, for Silva de Andrade, 22-0 with 1 no contest coming in. He came in having won his last 21. All right, the official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 30-27, 29-28, and 30-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, Zubaira Warrior Тухугов.
Wow, what a win in Brazil, in in his home state of Brazil. He got the win. Huge win for the Chechen.
And for Tuhugov, dealing with the late replacement opponent as Thiago Tavares pulled out, he can exhale now as he gets the win in his debut.